I felt like a fraud. I was like, how am I the one telling y'all, oh, do your facials at home, do your skincare, and I'm rushing to get to an appointment just doing one cleanse. So I had a lot going on, but I knew that I was built for it. And I knew that if I did stay consistent and I did get those small wins, my confidence would increase. So over the last 4 years, that's all I've been, get 1% better.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Healing While Building podcast. I'm LaShana West, your host, and this is the Beauty and the Beast episode. As a business therapist and mindset coach, I believe it is very important to have safe space to have candid but healing conversations. This episode is actually sponsored by LaShana's Lemonade. You know who that is. We actually deliver in the local Atlanta area, and you can pick up your lemonade at Pop Up and Create. So we're actually doing this podcast today at Pop Up and Create. It's a multi-purpose content creation studio. You'll get all the deets below. So let's get to our next guest. I'm super excited to have someone who is a part of the Spa Boss Tribe and so much more. Sis, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, my name is Desiree Williams. I am the owner of Desireé Spa, located in Columbia, South Carolina, where I've helped over 5,000 women become their own muse.
I love it. So, Did y'all hear my voice? And we not editing that. My voice cracks when I get excited. And I'm excited because you said this is your first podcast.
Yes.
What made you say, you know what? I'm ready to take up space and I'm ready to share my gifts with the world?
I would say every time I meet someone and they just get to know me as a person, they're like, you have a story. And I got connected with Candace, and she said the same thing, you have a story. So I said, let me stop dimming my light, being quiet, just shrinking myself and actually get out there and tell the world my story.
Story. That is such a powerful word because some people don't feel either A, that they have a story or their story is worth sharing. So when you hear healing while building, what piece of your story would you like to share with us today? And you ain't got to give us the whole Tyler Perry movie.
Right.
Give us a little teaser, a little appetizer so people can run to your social, learn more about you and get plugged in.
Well, when I think of healing while building, I think of me going through my lupus diagnosis. It is Lupus Awareness Month. May. So
such a blessing.
Yes, shout out to all the lupus warriors. That part of my story is major because I was diagnosed in 2022.
Okay.
And it literally just flipped my whole business. Learning how to navigate a diagnosis while building a 6-figure business, I'm pretty sure someone out there can relate. It's very, very hard. So that, when I think of healing while building, I think of that, everything that I went through, my husband went through, my whole family, and I just wish, and I hope that people out there know that, hey, just because you went through something traumatic doesn't mean you can't get out of it. Yeah.
First of all, thank you for sharing a part of your resiliency story. That is what I call it. Not a trauma story, not a victim story, not a woe is me story, a resiliency story. And mind you, that's just a glimpse, I'm sure.
Yes.
What was it that made you say, you know what, this is happening for me? Because I believe life happens for us, not to us. And I'm still going to be the best partner, be the best. Are you a mom too?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Be the best auntie.
Yes.
Be the best daughter. Be the best me. Be the best service provider for my clients. What was it that kept that energy going?
Because I know people counted on me. So I am what you would call the family manager. That's me. So I knew that my family counted on me. I knew that the ladies who sat on my table, and I guess I have that spirit where people just tell me all their business and tell me everything that they feel. But being that confidant for so many people in my community, in the wellness space in my city, that really kept me going, even when I didn't necessarily pour into myself the way I should have. So during that time, I was teaching, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to stay, you have to take care of yourself first. But I wasn't doing it. So that further made me believe, like, Desiree, you can't be preaching or telling people, do as I, how they say it, do as I say, not as I do. So I was like, I can't be that person. And just knowing that my community counted on me as a community leader, that was one of the main things.
Do you know what imposter syndrome is?
Yes.
Do you know that it grows and we feed it when we are saying do this and we don't do it as well?
Mm-hmm.
Your conscious will eat at you, and it'll make you shrink, and it'll make you be like, you know what? I'm not doing what I'm saying, and it will make us struggle with imposter syndrome even more.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I felt like a fraud. I was like, how am I the one telling y'all, oh, do your facials at home, do your skincare, and I'm rushing to get to an appointment just doing one cleanse when I'm telling everybody, double cleanse your skin. So I felt like a fraud. Yeah, and I had to get over that hump by just realizing that I deserve more too.
Yeah. I love that. And thank you for sharing that, because imposter syndrome is the inner critic telling you that you're not enough, you don't belong at the table. And at some point, everyone's going to find out that you are the word that she used, fraud. And it's real. Over 80 to 90% of people in the world have struggled with it at some point in their life. But the beauty of it is it actually impacts those who really are thebomb.com. So when we are not practicing what we preach, it's either lack of energy, lack of clarity, lack of consistency, or lack of confidence.
Yes.
Which one do you think it was for you?
Lack of consistency and lack of confidence.
Gotcha.
As a lupus warrior, I went through the whole chemo part. So I had long, beautiful hair down my back. That was my thing. I lost all my hair, went through that period where I didn't like how I looked. I wasn't confident anymore.
Yeah.
And I believe that affected how I showed up. And then also the consistency. I was always tired. I was showing up for everybody else. Like this past week, I worked like 7 or 14 days straight, 2 weeks straight. I had an event. I had to show up for my clients, show up for my family, go to my little sister's spring concert at school. So I had a lot going on, but I knew that I was built for it. And I knew that if I did stay consistent and I did get those small wins, my confidence would increase. So over the last 4 years, that's all I've been, get 1% better, get a small win to help me build that confidence to where I am today now.
Yes. And I call those reps.
Ooh, yeah.
You wasn't with me and I was shooting in the gym. Like when you go to the gym, you're getting your reps in, whether it's basketball, lifting weights. When you are engaging in healing while building, you're getting your reps in.
Yes.
But it's very important to not go from getting reps in to burnout to surviving versus thriving and sacrificing yourself in the process. Let me tell you something. If you've been watching this podcast or any podcast, that means you are ready to speak. I am a business therapist and speaker coach, and I love supporting the underdogs, the silent killers, and the one that might even be shrinking in the corner, making sure that nobody sees them. If that's you, come to the front. It's time for you to share your voice, and we are accepting guests on the Healing While Building podcast. You can share about your story. You can actually get hot seat coaching with me because I do this for a living. Or you literally can just play around with an idea and I can provide you some clarity so you can go from confusion to catapulting to the next level. Let me tell you why I even care about this idea. I care because there's too many people literally sitting at home watching everybody else come across their screen. And then we start to be resentful. You want to know why? Because you belong at the table. And not only do you belong at the table, you're ready to create your own table. Yes, I'm talking to you. So I need you to do 2 things. Number 1, are you subscribed to this channel? Yes or no? Number 2, get out your phone, which you're probably watching me on your phone anyway. Hey, what's poppin'? And I need you to text the word breakthrough, one word, BREAKTHROUGH. I'm glad I got that right. To 833-607-2941. That's going to start your journey of doing all the things that you think about, but now putting action to it. So if that sounds like something that you resonate with, let's go ahead and get connected.
Oh, you hit it right on the.
That's why I look dead in that camera,
Yeah.
okay? So I want to ask you, where's the harmony, not the balance? I don't say balance. I used to have a whole brand called Bay, Balance Above Everything. I wore it like a badge of honor, like this
That's
healing.
cute.
That's the thing. It's cute, but it wasn't truth. So the reason why I don't believe in balance is because if two people are on a teeter-totter, unless they weigh the exact same, it's not going to be balanced. So I like saying harmony. When you're playing music or there's different instruments, it's harmony. So how was you able to maintain harmony being working 14 days straight? Because as you know, we leave our 9 to 5, so we ain't got to do 9 to 5, so we can do 24/24.
Yeah.
Where they do that at? So what's your secret sauce?
I would say the last week, my secret sauce was telling people I need 10 minutes or give me 5 minutes or I'll be right back with you. Deadlines. I feel like that really helped me the last couple of weeks because with my event, I was just by myself. My husband got in a car accident, so normally he's there helping me set up and all that. I was by myself for the first time. And I told myself, I said, make a list, check it twice, and do what you need to do. Because you're not going to find the balance you need. Right. You don't have a 2-player team today. Or the last couple of weeks, I didn't have my 2-player team, my right-hand man. So it came with letting people know, like, hey, I have this boundary set. I'll get back to you with this or this. And then also staying on top of it, not just saying it, but actually doing it.
I love that. So what would you tell someone who's struggling with that right now? Because I'm sure you learned that over time.
Yes, it wasn't always like that. I would say be okay with setting boundaries. I wasn't okay with that at first. Like I said, I'm the family manager. So I need to know what everybody doing, how they doing it, make sure y'all on y'all spot, doing what you need to do.
You like that role.
I do.
And nothing's wrong with it. As long as you like it and you're not forced to be in that role.
Right.
It sounds like you're very organized, kind of like project manager. And for me, one of my businesses is called Accountability on Demand.
Ooh, yes.
I like holding people accountable, reminding them, checking in. I also like having safe space for them to share how they're doing.
Yes.
So if you thrive in an area, own it. And I love how you own family manager, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool. I love that.
Thank you. I believe that being that person that everyone needs, but also setting those boundaries in place, like, hey, y'all, I need a moment, or, something like that. That really helped.
Good. So tell me a little bit more about your business, because if you are a family manager at home and with your family, I'm sure your business is very supportive in addition to educational and resourceful for the work that you do.
Yes, so my business is Desireé Spa. We offer lash extensions, facials, and brow enhancements.
Okay.
What can I say? I just love my business. I absolutely do. The women who come and sit on my table, they are business women, they're nurses, they're doctors, they're principals of high schools. So I always create a space where they can come, where they don't have to be that person. So my clientele is literally me. So,
you know what?
Yeah.
This is the interesting thing. Most times our avatar, dream client, ideal client, all the things is the older version of us.
Yes.
Who we used to be. Like maybe you had acne, or maybe you weren't confident because of certain blemishes, whatever the case may be. And now you serve those same women. And what I love about that is you're able to really relate to where they are and not act like you understand.
Exactly. Yes.
And I always tell my clients, as long as you're at step 3 or 4, you can help somebody at step 0, 1, or 2.
Yes.
So I'm just like, it just warms my heart that you even are aware that you were them.
And that's the thing, when they tell me little things on my table and they make little comments, I'm like, I used to say that. Like sometimes it take me aback. I'm like, whoa, that sounded like me 3 years ago. So I'm happy that I'm able to be that person for them, to let them know, like, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Because at one point, I was done. I did not think I would get out of what I was in, depressed and things like that. I thought it was no end to that. But with the help of myself, I started to say I didn't like self-help books. I always said that I'm a book girl. Love reading fantasy, romance, and I always said I do not like self-help. But I picked up a book. Can I cuss? It has a cuss word in it.
Thank you for asking for permission.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But I picked up the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yep.
And when I picked that book up, I restarted that book like 4 times.
Nice.
And I was just like, why do I care so much to where I'm not caring about myself? And when I went through that book, I started highlighting. I said, one day I'm going to finish this book. I finished it. And I started implementing those things. And that just catapulted pulling myself out of that dark place.
So you went from saying, self-help, whatever, to getting the book, understanding who you were through the book, and now reading it over and over and over again, especially when you need it the most. So this episode is sponsored by LaShana's Lemonade, and I actually have the founder of LaShana's Lemonade, Jasmine Escobar. Introduce yourself for the people and let everybody know about your brand.
Hey everybody, my name's Jasmine, the owner of LaShana's Lemonade. It's alkaline, organic, all natural, freshly pressed lemonade. It originated from just like my curiosity with herbs like lavender, hibiscus, and fruits. And so I like to like make fresh pressed juices. So I was like, what if I made like a mango lemonade or a mango mint lemonade? So I just kind of spiced it up in the kitchen and
voila, magic. I love it. Guys, you can get LaShana's Lemonade at Pop Up and Create. Jasmine, thank you so much. And I'm loving the yellow showgirl. You are on brand.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I am now a lemonhead.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that. What was one thing out of that book? Because we're gonna drop it below as well.
Okay.
What was one thing out of that book that literally is like your saving grace, like your what do they call it, shining star, if you may?
Ooh, it was so many. Because it was the part about taking accountability that everything that you're going through, you're allowing.
Very good.
And I was just like, whoa, I didn't ask for Lupus. Like, my business is booming. My business is doing upwards of 15K months. And I got employees. And I'm like, I didn't think about bringing someone in and having them as a manager while I figured out my Lupus. Because I was that family manager. I wanted to stay in control. I wouldn't release control. And that made me lose a lot of clients. My revenue went all the way down to 2K a month. I never seen that. That was back in 2022.
Wow.
So I'm just like, whoa, I lost everything in the blink of an eye. Because
of control.
Yeah, control and not taking care of me.
That's so good.
Yeah. So in that book, they harped on being accountable, staying accountable, and not being and having those people in your life that will keep you accountable. That was a big thing too.
And being brave enough to delegate
Yes.
and know it may not be at your caliber 100%, but you get to lean into your leadership skills of training, providing feedback.
Yes.
Whole nother soft skill that you're going to elevate in anyways, and someone else gets to learn and step in when you're not there.
Exactly.
Because this is the thing, we do not build these businesses to work in them 24/7.
Right.
They used to say, don't work in it. Sorry, don't work on it, work in it. I said that wrong twice and we keeping this in. They used to say, don't work in your business, work on it. No, you work above it.
Ooh, that's good.
You want to know what work above means? That means you have several sites in the city and you are working above bird's eye view and you have managers in each location or operation manager and you just peeping in, seeing how things going. But you in California with your husband.
That's the goal, yes.
And at the spa getting worked on while your business is functioning.
Yes.
Do you think that I want to continue to just serve my clients directly? No. I plan to train up other business therapists and mindset coaches in my methodology and curriculum and let it rinse and repeat. That's how you truly build wealth.
Yes. It's crazy because while we were on the way here, I kept seeing massage envies everywhere. And
Yep.
I'm like, whoa, my business owner mind clicked. I was like, they're literally rinsing and repeat. They got the framework, they got everything good. Boom, they open this location, that location, that location. And another thing that I love about that is that creating opportunities for other young women.
Yes.
As a licensed educator as well, I teach girls how to do lash extensions. And every time people come in, they're so excited, but then they start getting that nitty gritty and they're like, I don't think this is for me. But being able to train and teach people your methodology,
Yeah.
that's fire too. That's the goal.
Most definitely. So the next time we have you here on the podcast, you and I both are going to be talking about our training program that we're training others in. We're going to hold each other accountable.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we only allow ourselves to keep thinking about it, but not putting it into fruition.
Right.
Awesome. So I have a question for you. I want you to fill in the blank when I say it, okay?
Okay.
I'm healing while building because...
The world deserves to see how awesome me and my team are and everyone around me.
Period, point, and the blank. Now, before we wrap up, let everybody know where they can find you on social and how they can tap in.
So again, my name is Desiree Williams. You can find me on all platforms at Lash Girl with a U, Des. So that's LASHGURLDES. You can follow my business at Desireé Spa, which is VIORE.SPA on all platforms.
Love it. So guys, if you've been listening to the podcast and you're like, oh my God, I want to be a guest. We are literally booking for a few months out and you can apply to be a guest on the Healing While Building podcast right here in Atlanta. All you need to do is text the word podcast to 833-607-2941. I have been having a ball chatting with some amazing souls, boss babes, and high-level entrepreneurs, and I want to chat with you too. This is LaShana signing out on the Healing While Building podcast, and we'll see you soon. Bye! So now that you've watched a few of our Beauty and the Beast episodes, I want to do a quick check-in. My question is, what has been resonating the most? Because sometimes, guys, when we hear different things, your body will keep the score. If you haven't read the book, just click the link below and grab it. I'm not the author. You'll find out all the things. The body keeps the score. How? If you're getting nervous and maybe your palms are getting sweaty, maybe you have a body ailment, some pain in your shoulder, or even like decreased hunger or increased hunger, those are signs that something else is going on. And so when you are literally thriving in business, but then you start to not thrive anymore and you start to survive, we got to ask ourselves, why? Why am I feeling low? Why is it that every time I go into a certain environment, I start to shrink? Or why is it that comparison starts to come across my psyche whenever I see this one person? All that is an opportunity for you to break through. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to take a deep breath and to sit and literally simmer in all the things you've been learning on this podcast episode. But I don't want you to stop there. I now want you to give yourself grace and praise yourself for doing the hard thing. We'll see you on the next episode.